side of the defense of Hardin, and a big first down. It'll be first and goal with the ball at the 8-yard line. Seven minutes and 28 seconds to go in the first period of this ball game. Movement on the line, flags go down. They're going to stop the play. Probably an encroachment call on the Bulldogs. We'll wait for the referee's official call.
We got a flag on the play.
And they're going to march it off against the Billings Central Rams, an illegal procedure call. So there must have been some movement on the offensive line that drew the defense off. That'll move the ball back outside the 12-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 12-yard line for the Billings Central Rams. Billings Central has not had a big front line like they do here in some years, so their game has gone from a passing game to a rushing. Couple of more, it would be second and goal from the 5-yard line. Light crowd on hand for tonight's ball game. This weekend, a lot of football activity in Billings. The 3 AA teams are all in town, and we may get a chance to cover one of those games as well in our Big Sky Media Game of the Week, as well as this game. Right now, though, the Bulldogs trying to hold off the Billings Central Rams. Second down, up the middle comes McBride behind a surge, and he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown!
Score that one at the 6:12 mark of the first period on a ride by McBride into the end zone. He literally rode the surge of the offensive line for that first touchdown. Scored with 6:12 to go, first quarter of play. Setting up to kick the extra point. Trying to see who that is. Kick is up by number 82. It's good. So a timeout on the field. 6:12 to go in this first period of play. It's 7-0 Billings Central with back after this timeout.
And my man Steve Rowland, we're kicking the flow, and it goes a little something like this. Tag team back again. Check it directed, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise.
Kicking the ball off for the Billings Central Rams is number 82, Scott Willis. And it's an onside kick attempt that crosses the 50-yard line down to about the 47, and a good job by number 76 of the Hardin Bulldogs. Check that, number 78, Jeff Bauer, listed as a tackle, as he was the first one to the ball, and he just fell on it. And so the Bulldogs will take over first and 10 with the ball at the 47-yard line. Pretty good field position for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation for Aaron Johnson, the quarterback, with wide receiver split wide on the left, low snap from center. Quick pass over the middle, and well, he didn't even get it away. Sack back near the 34-yard line. I thought Johnson got that one away, but he didn't. As the defensive rush looked to me like a screen pass attempt. 72. Eric Castro gets credit for the sack. For the check that. Brad Browning, number 72 of the Billings Central Rams, gets credit for the sack. So that makes it second down. 22 yards to go for the first down. Quarterback is Aaron Johnson. Long count at center, handoff, and not much running room at all. Off left tackle for the running back.
Andy Koyama with the carry.
Andy Koyama on the carry. Matt Gareffa credited with the tackle. It'll be third down, 19 yards to go for the first down. 7-0 our score. Billings Central scoring first in the ball game. Aaron Johnson, handoff to Koyama. Koyama trying to turn the corner is snagged for no gain on the play by number 8.
Number 29, Andy Koyama with the carry.
See if we can pick up.
Play by Chuck Hader of the Rams.
Chuck Hader is number
Bring
8.
up a 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
So our mystery player is Chuck Hader. He actually scored the touchdown that put Billings Central on top. And he is credited with the tackle. Shotgun formation. Now they're going to line up for a punt. Kick is away. Picked up back near the 35-yard line. Reversing himself is number 18, Matt Gareffa. And Gareffa gets back up across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. And so the Rams get the ball with some decent field position once again after Hardin goes 3 and out on their first offensive exchange. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the first period. Billings Central's got the lead. And did the referee call a timeout? What do we got going on here? Equipment timeout. One of the linemen from the Hardin Bulldogs is having problems with his chin strap. And I think we're set to go. That player was number 70, Ryan Mailing. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 for the Billings Central Rams. Handoff up the middle, and a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the play by Nick Gareffa. Brings up a second down and about 8 yards to go for the first down.
A gain of about 2, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Clock ticking away the first quarter, 3:37 to go. Billings Central with the ball and one touchdown lead. And at quarterback is number 18, Matt Gareffa. Handoff to McBride. McBride around the left side. Will be dropped short of a first down.
Number 34.
Gets across the 50 down to about the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
For the Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Rams.
Gareffa gets a chance to go over the sidelines and talk to his head coach, Jim Hogan, and he's set to go. Flanker on the left-hand side. The handoff to McBride. McBride is going to be snagged behind the line of scrimmage and dropped short of a first down. In there first was Thomas Kirshenman, number 34, and he stopped McBride, and it'll bring up 4th and 3 or 4 yards to go for the first down. And Hardin is anticipating a punt by the Billings Central Rams. Number 31, Doug McBride, will punt the ball away. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the high snap. And the kick is blocked, goes straight up in the air, and heads back out of bounds. Let's see where they marked it. But that kick was blocked by the Bulldogs. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hardin Bulldogs back at the 38-yard line of Billings Central.
38-yard line.
Minute 53 seconds to go in the first period of play. Shotgun formation, and it looks like Aaron Johnson needs another man in the ball game. Needs to hurry the play if he's going to get it off before the time runs out. Just does so. Aaron Johnson back to pass. Pass is complete at the 35-yard line. but only a gain of a couple on the play.
Good for the reception and a couple yards.
It'll be second down. Call it 7 yards to go for the first down. Minute 26 to go. As Aaron Johnson once again sets up in a shotgun formation. Long count by the quarterback. Option play, pitch out around the side to Kirschenman. Kirschenman turns it upfield. Did he get enough for the first down? He's close.
Now there's Kirschenman with carry.
See where they spot the ball. I think he got the first down. Yes, a 1st and 10 for the Hardin Bulldogs. So with a minute 4 to go in the first quarter of play, and the Bulldogs on the move in Billings Central territory after that block punt. They have it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Straight set offense by the Bulldogs this time with an eye backfield and flankers on the left and right. Back to pass. Johnson looking downfield, looking long. It is incomplete. Intended receiver was number 84, Jason Card. Or check it, that was Kirschenman, number 34 out there, who had come out of the backfield and just overthrown by Johnson. So that'll bring up a 3rd down, or actually 2nd and 10. With 58 seconds to go, the clock is stopped on the incomplete pass. So up to the line of scrimmage comes the freshman from Hardin, Montana, who's been the starting quarterback since the 2nd game of the season for the Bulldogs. Looks like he's audibleizing at the line of scrimmage, and he wants to call a timeout. Timeout called. And with timeout on the field, 58 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Our score is 7-0, Billings Central with the lead, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Mountain Electric. The best just got better. Action Mountain Electric. When you need an electrician now.
You bring it in, we'll take it out. Right. The first time. Guaranteed. Golden Nugget Body and Paint. Billings' #1 iCar certified PPG body shop. The best. Golden Nugget, North 17th Street, Billings.
And they're going to get to Johnson before that play could even set up. The Bulldogs had 5 wide receivers set out there. And what happened was the cornerback for the Billings Central Rams, who normally would be covering somebody from Hardin in a situation like that, he just took off for the Bulldog backfield. There was nobody to block him because everybody was flooded out on the wide receiver set. And he got to Johnson first, and it'll bring up 3rd and 18 for the Bulldogs. So Johnson at quarterback. Handoff, and heading around the left side is Kirschenman. He's not going to get up near first down territory, but he makes up most of the lost yardage on the broken play before, as he is put out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. And that'll end the first quarter of play. We have timeout on the field. Our score at the end of 1 complete quarter of play is Billings Central 7. The Hardin Bulldogs with the ball, driving in Billings Central territory. It's 7-0. We'll be back in 1 minute. Bulldogs, after the timeout, tried a timing pattern pass over the center. It was batted away by Billings Central Rams. So the Rams will take over. That was a 4th down play by the Bulldogs, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Billings Central.
First and 10.
They'll have the ball at the 32-yard line, so the long drive of the Hardin Bulldogs ends at that point. And back in the ball game comes Matt Gareffa, the quarterback. Gareffa, handoff, and I think Gareffa tripped up his own man that time. They got their feet tangled up and loss of a yard on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 11. Just underway, 2nd quarter of play. If you just joined us, the Billings Central Rams scored in the 1st quarter. It's 7-0, and the Rams have the ball, 2nd and 11 on their 30-yard line. Gareffa, the quarterback, back to pass, looking downfield. It is complete up near midfield and wrestled down across the 50 down near the 45-yard line is the receiver, number 12, Nick Gareffa. And so the Rams pick up a 1st down. They'll have it in Hardin territory at the 46-yard line.
Chad Link and Josh Lockenmeyer with the
Link on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Lockenmeyer was in there as well. That was a nice pass from Gareffa to Gareffa. 1st and 10. The ball across midfield at the 46 in Hardin territory. Pitch back goes to Gareffa back in the backfield. He is going to be hard-pressed to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think he did it, but I'll tell you what, he had a host of Bulldogs chasing him down in the Billings Central backfield, and mostly on his own, able to avoid a loss. They're going to give him a loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 with the ball back across the 45 at the 45.5-yard line. Let's see if Gareffa goes back to the pass on this play. Set to go at the line of scrimmage. Full house backfield for the Rams. Gareffa back to pass over the middle. He's got his man complete up near the 32-yard line.
That's going to be a 1st down.
That'll be another 1st down. As the ball is spotted at the 32-yard line in Hardin territory. So Gareffa's been fairly accurate on pass plays.
Andy Koyama with the stop for the Bulldogs. 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Billings Central Rams. Handoff to McBride. McBride drives off left tackle and is wrestled down at about the 25-yard line, a gain of 5 or 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Ball at the 25, just inside the 25-yard line.
Thomas Kirchman with the stop for the Bulldogs.
9 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the 1st period of this ball game. Quarterback, number 18, Matt Gareffa, pitches back to McBride. McBride is snagged for a loss by Thomas Kirschenman. Loss of about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Kirschenman in the backfield with that quickness, able to get to Gareffa before he could get to his blockers. And so that'll back up to about a 3rd and 6. The ball is at the 28-yard line. .51 to go in the 1st half of play. Wide receiver split wide to the right. And that looked like some kind of an option play that didn't work for Gareffa as he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Credit number 75, Brigham Douglas with the tackle. That'll make it 4th and a long 5 or 6 yards to go. Let's see if Billings Central is going to go for it. They're going to have to get up to the 21-yard line if they want a 1st down. The Bulldogs are waiting like as if Billings Central is going to go for it on 4th down. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Got flanker and 3 wide receivers split out there for Gareffa. The quarterback with the lone man in the backfield. Back to pass, Gareffa looks to go downfield. He's going to step up inside. Got some blockers in front of him, but he's dragged down short of a first down. Got back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain on the play. But that's going to turn the ball over to the Hardin Bulldogs.
Number 34, Thomas Kutchman with the stop for the Bulldogs. They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10 with the ball at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs in there, Aaron Johnson at quarterback. With a shotgun formation. Back to pass. And it is caught. Line number 5. Jason Uffelman. Uffelman gets it up near the 38 or 39-yard line. And Uffelman had several fine catches in last week's ball game over at Corvallis in the Bitterroot Valley.
Jay Mikes with the stop for the Rams.
That's good for a first down. .7:05 to go first half of play. The Bulldogs on the move with the ball, still in their own territory at the 38-yard line. Quarterback is freshman Aaron Johnson. Johnson, handoff up the middle. Here comes Thomas Kirschman, rumbling up near the 45 to the 47-yard line, about a yard short of a first down, as he is tripped up on the play, but he's set up a, looks like a second and about 1 or 2 yards to go for the first down. 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the first half of play in this ball game, as quarterback Aaron Johnson brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right, spreading the defense out. They're blitzing. Got a man open. It is complete to number 29, Andy Koyama. Koyama tripped up, but he had a lot of green in front of him, and it wasn't Billings Central Rams jerseys. He was tripped up by the last man between him and the end zone as he moves into Billings Central territory down to the 42-yard line. That time Billings Central tried to blitz on the play, sending a couple of linebackers up. Hardin able to pick up the blitz and gave Johnson time to find the open man, Koyama, for a first down. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs. Continuing in the shotgun formation is the quarterback. Johnson handoff to Kirschman. Kirschman is dragged down. Are we going to get a face mask call? I'll tell you what, everybody up here in the stands saw it as Kirschman was dragged backwards by his face mask, but there was no flag on the play. The ball stopped short of the 40 at the 42-yard line. Quarterback Aaron Johnson back there talking to his team, also having a few words for the referee, as it's second down, about 9 yards to go for the first down. Long count by the quarterback, Johnson. Johnson pitches out to Kirschman. Kirschman up into first down territory. Pushed out of bounds at the 35 or 36-yard line, but that's good enough for a... It'll be 3rd and 5, as he is short of the first down, actually 3rd and 3. So we're set to go. As Aaron Johnson brings his team up to the line of scrimmage and sets up in that shotgun formation. Back to pass. Johnson directing traffic. It is complete. And let's see where they mark it. He's in first down territory. They're going to move the flags. Or wait a minute, they're going to have to check it. The referee says first down, move the flags. Jeremy Vogel on the tackle for the Rams. But the Bulldogs with a first down at the 31-yard line of Billings Central. 4:04 to go in the first half. Straight set offense this time by the Bulldogs. Handoff up the middle. Koyama on the carry. Gets about 2 or 3 yards before he's dragged down. Broke one tackle. But it's going to be second and long. They're going to spot the ball inside the 30 down near the 27-yard line. So it'll be second down, about 7 yards to go for the first down for the Hardin Bulldogs. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. Set to go. Quarterback Aaron Johnson back. No, he's going to hand off to Koyama. And Koyama heads around the left side. He's going to be strung out for very little gain on the play. He may have got a yard. It'll be third down, 6 yards to go for the first down. Big third down play for the Bulldogs. They need to get to the 20-yard line. That's first down territory for Hardin. Set to go with the quarterback up at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Looking downfield, the pass is incomplete. Overthrowing his intended receiver was Aaron Johnson. Jason Uffelman, the intended receiver on that pass play. And that'll bring up 4th and 6, and now a big decision for Dewey Allen. As does he go for it on 4th down? He's got 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go in this half. And the Bulldogs want a touchdown. They don't really have anybody with the ability to kick the field goal from that far out, so they're going to take a timeout. So we got timeout on the field. 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first half of play as the Bulldogs take a timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well. It's 7-0. Billings Central with the lead. We'll be back in a minute. Back to pass. Looking downfield now. Tripped up. And the ball loose. And let's see what happened. It's going to be Hardin ball anyway. Matt Gareffa flushed out of the pocket. Thought he had some daylight, but that closed down immediately. And he is going to be tackled for no gain and no first down. And so the Hardin Bulldogs take over on downs. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line with 4:48 to go in the ball game. Back in my mind, I've been watching that score, 14-6, an 8-point difference. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion would tie this ball game up. Back to pass. Johnson downfield, throws it ahead. It is complete. Some running room for number 10. He's going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. That is Chad Link, and Link is shaken up on the play. So it's going to be 1st and 10. The ball at the 35-yard line of Hardin. 4:32 to go in the ball game.
Hardin's 35-yard line.
So Aaron Johnson at quarterback with wide receivers, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Shotgun formation for the freshman quarterback. Option play. Keeps it, tucks it up inside. Is going to get up near the 44-yard line.
Aaron Johnson on the option play.
I'll tell you what, Johnson has improved markedly on that play. That play alone. I've watched him in a couple of ball games throughout this season, and his decisions to hang on to the ball and tuck it up inside and go for it, or pitch the ball out to his wingman, have been much better during this ball game. Got to hand it to him. He's going to be a quarterback to watch here in the Eastern Class A. He's just a freshman. And he's got the ball 2nd and 1 right now, and he's going to take it straight ahead on the keeper and get the first down as he crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains at 3:34 to go in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line for the Hardin Bulldogs. 8-point difference in the ball game. Bulldogs. And this is probably going to be the drive of the game for Hardin. 1st and 10, Johnson. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Looking downfield. It is incomplete and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Vogel. Vogel heads back upfield, crosses 50, down to the 40, still running to the 30. Is going to be tackled as he crosses the 30-yard line down to the 26-yard line. I don't see any flags on the field, so it is going to be Billings Central ball. Matt Gareffa. And the ball will be at the 28-yard line. Nice run back on the play. Matt Gareffa got the interception, not Vogel. So 1st and 10 for Billings Central in Hardin territory, and that's probably going to about do it. Let's wait and see, though. Anything can happen. Straight ahead run by McBride, and McBride is going to get to about the 19-yard line. And Hardin trying to strip the ball away on the play, going for the turnover. And that allows McBride to use his body strength to get extra yardage. It's 2nd and 1 with the ball inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Clock shows 2:23 to go in the ball game. Handoff to McBride. McBride is tackled after getting the 1st down. They say he got about 2 yards on the carry. Spot the ball at the 16-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the contest. Clock continues to click away. Another 1st down, and that should do it. Handoff straight up the middle. Nick Gareffa on the carry. And he gets about 2 or 3 yards on the play. And it looks like Hardin's going to call a timeout. 1:50 to go in the ball game with timeout called. Our score 14-6. Billings Central over Hardin. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Number 28, Waylon Spang, and number 44, Josh Lockenmeyer with the stop for the Bulldogs. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Rams.
All right, we're back live, and on the play after the timeout, McBride carried for a couple and brings up 3rd and 6, and immediately Hardin calls their 2nd and probably last timeout. We're going to keep it right here as it is 3rd and 6 with 1:43 to go in the ball game. And Hardin stopped the clock with that timeout. And I'm not really sure what's going on here.
He just came in as a running back.
Brad Browning, number 72.
Number 40.
In the backfield is a running back.
Yeah.
6'3", 301 pounds. And did he carry the ball?
He's wearing number 40.
He's wearing number 40.
Browning.
Brad Browning is in the ball game wearing a halfback uniform, and he's got that thing stretched out about as tight as you can. He weighs 301 pounds. We got the regular refrigerator going out here. It is 3rd and 11 as we had a penalty called, so apparently that mishap play did not work. Cost him 5 yards, and now it's 3rd and 11 with the ball back out at the 18-yard line. Let's recap what happened after the timeout. Billings Central inserted number 40 into the lineup. Brad Browning, 6'3" and 301 pounds. And I'm not sure whether it was kind of a David and Goliath kind of a play. It didn't work. He's still in the backfield. Look at the size of that fella for a running back. Lines up in the middle position as a running back. Fade back by Gareffa still running. He's going to be tackled at the 27-yard line. So it'll be 4th and long. Minute 35 to go in the ball game.
Quarterback option, number 84, Jason Card on the stop.
The play was called a quarterback option. Browning's going to leave the lineup. No, they're going to keep him in there. They say now he leaves the lineup.
For the Rams.
So it'll be 4th down, 12 yards to go for the first down with a minute 35 to go in the ball game. And the clock stopped. I believe that Hardin just called their final timeout to stop the clock. So now we're set to go with a minute 35 to go. And again, Billings Central needs to get the ball to the 5-yard line. Otherwise, Hardin will get it back with a minute 35 to go in the ball game. Remember, looks like they're going to try a field goal. They are setting up to kick a field goal. Kick is up. It's going to go wide of the end zone and be no good. So with a minute 29 to go in the ball game, we're going to keep it right here, as that field goal attempt was no good. And the Hardin Bulldogs get a nice hand from the fans who came over from Hardin tonight for the game as they stop the Billings Central drive, and they'll take over with a minute 29 to go in the ball game, starting from their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Clock shows a minute 29 left to go in the contest. It's been a fun ball game, and it's been a good one for both teams. 8 points difference right now. Quarterback is Johnson. Set to go from the shotgun formation. Looking downfield. Cocks it back and lets her fly. It is caught at midfield. That's good for a first down with a minute 20 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs hurrying upfield, want to run a play to stop the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49 of Hardin.
Bulldogs will have a first down.
So they quickly set up without a huddle. With a minute 16 to go in the contest, quarterback Johnson back to pass. Going to be tackled back near the 40-yard line.
Aaron Johnson sacked in the backfield.
So the clock continues to move with a minute to go in the ball game. It'll be 2nd and 20.
Dan Hilario. I'm going to send it back for a loss and give up a 2nd and
52 seconds to go in the ball game. Hardin setting up without a huddle. Set to go from the shotgun formation. Back to pass. Looking downfield. The pass is complete and out of bounds back up near the 47-yard line. And the big play was that he got out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 34 seconds to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to take this opportunity to thank
34 seconds left in the ball game. An 8-point difference, 14-6. Billings Central holding on to this lead as freshman quarterback Aaron Johnson brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and about 13. Back to pass. Stepping up inside, going long downfield. It is caught and then dropped at the 25-yard line. Credit the defense on that play of Nick Gareffa as he got between the ball and the wide receiver who's still laying on the ground on the sidelines. That is number 5, Jason Uffelman, and Uffelman was shaken up on the play. It'll be 4th down, 13 yards to go for the first down. They've got to get inside the 40, or at least to the 40-yard line if they want to keep this drive going. 26 seconds left in the ball game. Right now they're working on Uffelman along the sidelines. He probably just had the wind knocked out of him. He caught the ball, but Nick Gareffa got his helmet in between the ball and Uffelman, and so he couldn't control it. And now Uffelman is down on the field at the 22-yard line. Had he caught that ball, it would have been 1st and 10, but he didn't get out of bounds, and so the clock would have continued to move, and it would have been tough for him to run a play to get downfield. They'd have had time to probably spike the ball and stop the clock. Uffleman is up. He's going to get a nice hand as he is up and off the field under his own power. Meantime, back in the huddle of the Bulldogs, Aaron Johnson brings the play out on the field with 26 seconds to go. 4th down. This is it. If they don't get to the 40-yard line, Billings Central can run out the clock. 4th and 13. Aaron Johnson, the quarterback, in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. Tackled at the 37-yard line on a blitz by the right cornerback. Dan Hilario on the sack for the Billings Central Rams, and that should about do it for Billings Central. They should be able to run out the clock. And that about did it for Hardin Bulldogs. Billings Central able to run out the clock. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to bring you some highlights of the Billings West Helena AA football game. We're going to be joining that game when it's tied late in the ball game at 27 apiece right after this timeout. West Helena game. This is what you're seeing here is the Helena Bengals kicking the extra point, which tied up the ball game. And then Billings West comes back on a drive at the end of the ball game, and we'll pick up the action in the 4th quarter Saturday night.
First down territory. Pass complete to Brandon Van Cleef. Van Cleef, the ball carrier. Van Cleef carries again. Tackle is made by number 54, Dan Duncan. That pass falls incomplete. Pass intended for Pat Hassan falls incomplete. We have a flag down. Vickers, the ball carrier. Carries down post. Evidently on about the 1 foot line.